Hi everybody, and welcome once again to Saunders Studio One. I have several, as you probably know, Zumba things on here. I only have one ukulele though and one belly dance. So I thought, well, today, while I'm on a little bit of a break, I'll go ahead and go over some ukulele stuff with you again. Now, what you see on the end of the ukulele here is a tuner. It's called Snark, S-N-A-R-K. And the snark just clips on, and what you do, there's a button in the back, of course, to turn it on. This is going to be really important for you. Push the little button in the front, and as you can, I don't know if you can see, but it does light up, and it does have the sounds or the notes. So you want to always turn your ukulele to G, and that shows a little high. You want the green light to show right in the middle. And then your next string will be C. So G, C. Now we have E. There we go. And then A. So it works just like any other battery or voltage meter that goes back and forth. You want it straight up and down. Mine lights up green. I'm going to turn it off. There's a button on the bottom here to turn off. Don't leave it on always because you'll wear out your battery. That takes care of your tuning. You have a tune to G, C, E, A. And I might have covered some of this in the first video, but I wanted to go over it because I get questions all the time about this stuff, and I thought, well, let's just go over it one more time. The tuner is going to be your friend whether you have a ukulele or whether you have a guitar, because you just clip it on and it'll give you what you're supposed to have. It's easier than using the phone, although there is a good ukulele tuner on the phone that I like, but still, this is going to be your best friend, actually, to do your tuning. Now, we talked about chords before. Remember, your strings go 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. So the first string is on the bottom, not on the top, on the bottom, right? G, C, E, A. So that A string, number 1 string is on the bottom, okay? To get the first chord, very simple. Don't count your thumb, because your thumb goes behind. It's like a tree branch. This is resting in a tree branch, okay? Your ukulele goes diagonally. You don't hold it straight across like a guitar. It's going to be so that it sets on your leg. The round part sets on your leg, and it points up. All right? Third finger, count 1, 2, 3. 3, ring finger. Count down 1, 2, 3 behind the third little bar there, or third fret. They're called frets. And for the beginning, I just strum 1, 2, 3, 4, just down, 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 down. Can you see what I'm doing? Down, down, down. Okay. Now, I'm holding this up against my body. My arm here, my forearm, is what's actually holding it in place. So you're squishing it towards yourself. You're squeezing it, all right? So that's the G chord. I'm so sorry, I said myself backwards. In guitar, it's a G chord. In ukulele, it's C. C chord. I got to transpose in my head. C chord. Just that finger, okay? Now I do want to go to the G chord. That's usually the next chord I always teach. Take that third finger and move it over to the next string, or the second string. My middle finger is going behind the second little bar on the first string, and my first finger is going to the third string. So now I have a triangle shape. 3, finger 2, finger number 1. It's a triangle shape, and you just, again, strum down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back to the C with your third finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to do an F chord, because we're going to need it in the song we're going to use today, my first finger is going to go at the very top of the second string, right behind that first little line. My middle finger goes way over to the last string or the second fret. So it's on a diagonal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, these two fingers are not engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to C. 2, 3, 4, 1, and these are not engaged either. 3, 4, and 1. So if you know the three chords, C chord, G chord, and F chord, you can get quite far. The first strumming that we're doing is only going down 1, 1, 1, 1 each time. I'm going to change that strumming the second time through when we do this song, so that those of you who are already past this and want to do the other strumming will get it. So third finger behind the third fret, third little bar on the first string, lowest one. Just start strumming down. I'll start the singing and we'll be ready to go. So because you're accompanying yourself with the ukulele, it's an instrument that accompanies you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, keep going. Just get it going like your little motor's going. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me. Now we're going to go to F. So your first finger is going to go up at the top of the second string. Second finger is going to reach way over. Remember? Happy when skies are. Back to the C chord, your third finger all by itself. Gray, you'll never. Now F chord again. Do you remember where it is? First finger at the top of the second string. Second finger way over to the last string there. No dear, how much I. Now here we go back to C. Just that third finger. Love you, so please don't take my. Oh, G chord. What was that one? Third finger pop over to the second string. Second finger on the first string. First finger on the third string. It's like a triangle. Like that. My sunshine up. Back to C. Wait for and one. Now, if you're wondering how to find these chords, besides me just telling you, go ahead and buy yourself a ukulele chord chart. That's what it's called. Ukulele chord chart. That's it, because that'll have every known chord. I think almost every known chord on it, if I remember right. It's like really full of chords. And it is going to have a plastic covering over it. It'll last you forever. Okay? So I would recommend getting that. You can get that at any music store. And it sells ukuleles and books and things. They should have it. You can always look the chords up on YouTube, I'm sure, because like everything else, there's stuff everywhere. What I do for my students is I write them out. So on my sheet, it looks like this. And it might look backwards to you right now because, you know, we're on here, but it does show the chords. So that's what it's going to do. You're going to have a chord chart that looks like that. It's going to be on plastic. It's usually red in color. It has some flowers around the outside, you know, because ukulele we associate with Hawaii, right? So that's why. Now, here we just did down, down, down. Now, if you got that and you've got your chords, your C, your G chord, and your F chord. And you're already past strumming down, down, down. I have a couple students that are, and they currently want to do the other strumming pattern, and we're ready for it. What that pattern is going to be, and I'm only going to hang on to the C chord because it's the easiest one, right? I'm going to go down here. I'm going to show you here. Down, down, up, down, up. Okay? And I'm doing it with my thumb. Now, a lot of people play it with their first finger. Down, down, up, down, down. And that's perfectly fine. If you play it that way, that's okay. With your first finger, that's fine. I always like to use my thumb, and I think that's because of the guitar, because I was, brought up that way. So when you do strum, though, you don't want to be digging into these strings or pressing real hard. Let it glide over, regardless if you're using your first finger or if you're using your thumb. Just let it glide down and up. But the rhythm is the tricky part, and that's what one of my students was asking me. So this is what I'm going to talk it out while I'm playing it. You have down, down, up, down, up. That's one little set. Down, down, up, down, up. It's a syncopated rhythm. It's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like real straight like that. It's got that little lift in there, if you will. And I won't explain the theory behind it because right now that's a little overbearing for a lot of people. So we have C chord, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Make sense? All right. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But say it to yourself over and over again. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. After you get good at it, that thing is going to keep on going. You won't stop in between. Even when you change chords, you won't. What I always recommend my students to do, only use the chords when you're trying out the strumming. So don't just zip it, like as far as with the song. Don't try to sing the song. Just do down, down, up, down, 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 up, and then change your chord. You might have to stop to think about the F chord, right? Do your F chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And if you have to stop to switch back to C. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, to stop. All right? You always want to stop down, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the song. Now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time. When you try to sing the song, figure out where the chord change is and try to do the new strumming. It's crazy. It doesn't work right away because you have 4 things going on at the same time. You're trying to still remember your chords. That's why you want to make them second nature to you. You want to know where they go no matter what you're doing. Like while I'm talking to you, I can go C, G, F, C, F, C, F, C, G. No matter what I'm doing, I can do this. So practice it so that you know where they go first. You want to get a good sound. The G is the hardest one. You have to always be right on your fingertips. So when you look at your hands, you should have little tiny lines like on the very tip of your finger. You don't want it way back here in the padded part. You want to be really, now don't try to put it between your skin and your nail. It's going to hurt. I've had somebody do that at one point in time. No, no, no. Just on the fingertip, fingers very round. I always say like kitty cat claws. This is the one that kind of drives people nuts because they sometimes will hit the string behind with the skin from their finger. You know, the finger that's on the second string might touch the first string. The first finger might kind of touch the one behind it. And when that happens, you get kind of a muffled sound, like you know it's there, but it sounds a little muffled. So, and then they're trying to And another thing, I'm going to warn you, if you're a young lady or you're even an older lady such as myself, you cannot have long nails. It's not going to happen, guys. Forget the net. You can do the gel nail polish. You can make your nail polish really pretty. I don't wear any because it just doesn't stay on, and I'm not going to pay all that money to put the gel on. Not yet. I want to eventually, someday you'll see me with fancy nails, but not yet. The bottom line is that you can't have long nails. Because if you do, you can't press on the strings and get them all the way down to the fretboard. In other words, the wood, the neck. You can't press it all the way down. You need the pressure there. If you have solid pressure, you'll get a clean sound. Round fingers and solid pressure, and you'll get a nice sound. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go through You Are My Sunshine. I use my thumb to strum. Some people use their first finger to strum. I've not had a problem either way. I just am not that comfortable with my first finger because I was always taught with guitar with my thumb. So that's just a habit of mine. I do that. If you're a person maybe in Hawaii and you use your first finger and you're strumming, or you've always seen Uncle and Auntie do it that way, then do it that way. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I can do it. I just don't feel as confident as I do with my thumb. Okay? We're going to do You Are My Sunshine. We're starting on C. The chord is C. One finger. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But the thumb down, or the first finger, the new strumming. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's the rhythm you want to have. Hear it? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me, you're going to go to the F chord, happy when skies are gray. Back to C chord, you'll never ever know, dear, how much I see love you. So please don't take my G sunshine, see away. Now, I had an incoming call that I didn't take, so I don't know if it blocked us out. We're going to do it one more time just to be on the safe side. I will not answer my phone when I'm on here. So just so y'all know, don't call me during this. You can text me. Don't call me. I'll call that number back. Go on C. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Same song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are sea gray. You're on C chord. You'll never F chord. No, dear, how much I see love you. So please don't take my G sunshine, see away. And again, I ended down. So that's what it sounds like when you're going down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. That's the strumming pattern. Now I'm going to put this particular song over here on the side, and let's take a look at another song. Okay? When I start my students, I always start them with the easiest songs I can find, because you want to be able to play something. When people come for lessons, they usually want to be, and I do teach in my home. You can see the setup kind of behind me. That's a guitar chart behind me over here, so that's not a ukulele chart. That's a guitar one, but the ukulele one will be similar and has all the chords on it, all right? My piano is on this side, and this is the section of my home I teach in. I have it set up like a studio. When I teach my people, regardless of how old they are, we always start with the same songs. I don't care if you're 50, I don't care if you're 40, I don't care if you're 28, 7, whatever. we're always going to start with the same basics, because everybody has to know the basics no matter how old you are. If you don't know the basics, where are you going to go, right? Remember, when you're strumming too, I'm strumming over here. I'm not strumming over the hole. I'm strumming over the more this direction. You'll have to, because otherwise you're going to be, your arm won't be able to support this. Now, there is such a thing as a ukulele strap. You can wear it on your neck when you're standing. I will usually stand and just kind of squeeze it up against my body, because there's performances I've had to do that way. There was no seat. There was no anything. So you can do it, but start by sitting. That's the easiest. All right, let's do a song that's really a super old song. We're going to start on C. We're going to just change from C to G now. C to G. That's it. You only got 2 chords. All right? But we are going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Keep that going. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Now G. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Now C. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. And G. Skip to my loo, my C, darling. This song is called Skip to My Loo. Loo, loo, skip to my loo. Now G. Loo, loo, skip to my loo. Now C. Loo, loo, skip to my loo. G. Skip to my loo, my C, darling. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Just keep that rhythm. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Lost my partner, what'll I do? G. Down, down, up, down, up. What'll I do? C. Down, down, up, what'll I do? And G. Skip to my loo, my C, darling. So sometimes I'll sing that rhythm for you. Go on. We're still on C here. Loo, loo, skip to my loo. Go to G. Down, down, up, down, up. Skip to my loo. Back to C. Down, down, up, skip to my loo. And G. Skip to my loo, my C, darling. Down, down, up, down, down. All right, so now you have Skip to My Loo. And then you have our other song, You Are My Sunshine. And the last song that I'm going to do today is going to be Pearly Shells, because it is a Hawaiian song that the girls used to dance to. We used to play for them, Pearly Shells, when we had Ukulele Club. And we would be in Pleasanton at the Aloha Festival in Pleasanton, California. We would a lot of times use this song. And then we'd have the Keikis dance to Pearly Shells. Unfortunately, in Texas, I'm not able to hook up with a group out here like I had back home, and that kind of upsets me a little. Let me decline this call as well. I will call these people back, so I just don't want it blocking my face. I don't know if it is or not. What you guys see, I don't know. But let's do Pearly Shells. All right, here we go. Down, down. I'm on C. Look at that. It starts out with C. We do have a new chord in here, and I'll talk about that later. Just keep going. Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the F sun, F chord, covering the G, cold shore, sorry. When I see them, my heart F tells me that I love you more than C. Oh, the G, little pearly seashells. Now normally that repeats, so we will. We're on C. Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the F sun, covering the G shore. When I see them, my heart F tells me that I love you more than see all the G, little pearly shells. string and second string right across from each other. Twinkles in the G blue. Get the chord chart, you'll know what I'm talking about. Pearly seashells from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than sea or now G, little pearly seashells, more than all the G, little pearly seashells. All right. And I'm only going to do one more song. It's in the Hawaiian language. For those of you who are Hawaiian, I apologize if I'm messing up the words. They tell me I'm okay with it, so I'm going to go with it. All right, it's only C, G, C, G, C, G. There's one F. That's it. Okay. This song you can find on YouTube. Oh my goodness, if I could pronounce that. YouTube. It's called Hawaii Aloha. It's really, really a beautiful Hawaiian song. I do have the translation, but it doesn't sound good in English, and it sounds so much prettier in the Hawaiian language. The Hawaiian language is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and attempt again to sing it. I've sung it before. My Hawaiian friends said it sounded okay, so I hope I'm okay. I know I'm haole, which means I'm white, so I do my best, guys. All right. Down, down, up, up, down. It's not a fast song at all. But Mr. Richard really liked this song too. And you know, we lost him back in October to a stroke, and he just never came back around, guys. So he just went to sleep at night, and about in the morning, early hours of the morning, he had passed. So I know he's in heaven, and I'm sure he's singing this song. E Hawaii e kuhone hanae, kuhome kulavine, holino hina pono lani e Hawaii aloha e haolina obio Hawaii ne holy mana he ha he makani e pamaine mau ke aloha no Hawaii, mau ke aloha no Hawaii. So that was all with the island strum, down, down, up, down, up. The chords were C, G, and F. One of Mr. Richard's favorite songs. Every time he heard it, he'd either be whistling it or singing along with it or humming it. And the rest of my family always liked that song as well. I'm going to set the ukulele down so I don't drop it. So I thank you for listening. We're going to keep this kind of short. If you practice your down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up rhythm, you'll be able to play all those songs. Hawaii Aloha. If anybody wants to get in touch with me, of course, LOKES @gmail.com. Lokes Looks, that's my email. Lokes Looks, LOKES @gmail.com. And you'll see me on Facebook, Mary Saunders, and go ahead and hit me up if you want to know any more information on this. If you want lessons and you happen to be in Texas, I am in Texas, in Crowley, and I give lessons in the evening in my home and on the weekends. So it's something I love to do. I like to see kids succeed. I like to see adults get happy about what they're learning. And we always have a good time. And some of my students have become some of my best friends, guys. So I really love doing this, or I wouldn't be doing it. But yeah, if you need any more pointers or information, feel free to go ahead and shoot me out that email at lokeslookS@gmail.com. Now, aloha nui loa. Love you very much. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will be Wednesday live again for Little Lighthouse Ministries. That is my other YouTube channel, Little Lighthouse Ministries. Go ahead, check that one out if you would be so kind. And always a thumbs up and a share out if you would be so kind as well, to help me with all of that, so we can get this thing, the ball rolling, because this is all new. And I'm going to put some more on here for you later on down the line. Practice in the meantime. Get your ukulele tuner, that little one that clips on, little clippy tuner. Snark, S-N-A-R-K, is the name of the company. There are other companies like that. So, but if you go into any music store, they'll know what you're talking about. If you get an ukulele, I wouldn't recommend the $40 one. There is some online that are $40 and under. Don't do that because they're harder to tune, and usually what happens is they break in half because the neck is not secured onto the body, and it doesn't work well. This ukulele, just so that you know, is Lanakai, and Lanakai is actually one of my favorites. There's the word Lanakai. It's probably backwards to you guys, but Lanakai is one of my favorites. Trying to think of other ones, but I can't right now. I just went blank. So go ahead and look them up. But like I said, don't get the cheapest. No, don't get it, because they break. What they do is they snap here in half. This wasn't put together. They glue it together is what they do. And then, you know, after a few years, they just pop apart. And if you get the real cheap ones, like at the store, like for the little itty bitty kids to play with, you can't tune them. The knobs don't stay. So yeah, get something that's reputable and that's going to sound good. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. We're at almost 33 minutes. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to bore you, but I do want you to have fun. So get started on that. Learn your chords first and just strum down, down, down. You play all those songs by doing that. And then eventually down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And you'll have the Hawaiian or the island strum before you know it, and you will be singing along. We'll do some more again. I'll put some other songs up on here, and we'll have some fun with it with those basic chords, and then I'll gradually show you how to increase that. All right, guys, bye for now. Aloha nui loa, mahalo nui loa. Take care. Bye for now.